Good morning, students. Welcome to the fourth chapter of Science Heat. So, students, what do you mean by heat? Yes, heat is a form of energy, isn't it? Now, let's check out what is hot or cold. In our day to day life, we come across a number of objects, isn't it? Some of them will be hot and some of them will be cold. Can you give me an example of an object which is hot? Yes, tea is hot. Now, can you give me an example of an object that is cold? Yes, ice. So, how can you identify an object is hot or cold? Yes, we identify whether an object is hot or cold by touching it, isn't it? But can we always depend upon our sense of touch to decide whether an object is hot or cold? Not every time, isn't it? Sometimes it may cheat us. Then, how do we find out how hot an object really is? Let's see the answer for this question. A reliable measure of hotness of an object is temperature, or degree of hotness or coldness of an object is known as temperature. How can we measure temperature? Temperature can be measured by using a device called thermometer. There are different types of thermometers: clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, maximum minimum thermometer, and digital thermometer. Thermometer. Students, when you feel sick, you might have seen doctor using a thermometer, isn't it? And that thermometer is clinical thermometer. The thermometer that measures our body temperature is called a clinical thermometer. A clinical thermometer consists of a long, narrow, uniform glass tube. It has a bulb at one of its ends which contains mercury. Mercury is the only liquid metal. Outside the bulb, a shining thread of mercury can be seen. We can also see scale on thermometer. The scale we use is Celsius, which is indicated by the letter C. As you can see in the picture, there is a bend, or we call it as a kink. Kink prevents mercury level from falling on its own. Clinical thermometer can be only used to measure the temperature of human body. The temperature of human body does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. That is why the thermometer has the range from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Now let's see how to use a clinical thermometer. Wash the thermometer before and after the use with an antiseptic solution. It is to kill the germs. Hold the thermometer firmly and give it a few jerks or a sudden movement. The jerk will bring the level of mercury down below 35 degrees Celsius. Now place the bulb of thermometer under your tongue or armpit. After 1 minute, take the thermometer out and note the reading. This will be your body temperature. Temperature should always be stated with its unit. Students, what is the normal temperature of human body? Yes, it's 37 degrees Celsius. Now, let's see the precautions to be observed while reading a clinical thermometer. Thermometer should be washed before and after the use with an antiseptic solution. You should ensure that the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. Read the thermometer keeping the level of mercury along the line of sight, that is, up to your eye level. Handle the thermometer with care. If it hits, it breaks, as it is made up of a glass. So while reading the thermometer, don't hold the bulb. Now let's see about the laboratory thermometer. The laboratory thermometer has a range from -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Normally, laboratory thermometers are used in laboratories to measure the temperature with high accuracy. Now let's see the precautions to be observed while reading a laboratory thermometer. In addition to the precautions needed while reading a clinical thermometer, the laboratory thermometer should be kept upright. It should not be tilted. The bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature should be measured. If we are measuring the temperature of water, the bulb should be surrounded fully by the water. The bulb should not touch the surface as well as side of the container. Next type of thermometer is maximum minimum thermometer. The maximum minimum thermometer of the previous day reported in weather reports are measured by this thermometer. Digital thermometer. There is a lot of concern of the use of mercury in thermometer, as when thermometer breaks, the mercury leaks and it is harmful to us. Mercury is a toxic substance and is very difficult to dispose also. So in that case, we use the modern thermometer, that is digital thermometer. This digital thermometer do not have the mercury in it.